Hello, my name is Kristen Harkness, and as you can see, I'm in the car. I had to take a brief moment out of my busy day today to film this because I know, I'm obligated and I know what's important. Okay, so today's class, it wasn't necessarily a class. It was probably like a social emotional learning SEL experience because we all could bond and we all got to know each other's situations. Well, not everybody shared their situation, but a few of us felt comfortable saying, oh, this and that. And I like that because you cannot get this bond anywhere. Anywhere you cannot, like, at school you may have bonds with your friends, but since day one, since our first class, we've had this bond. This, like, you don't get this amount of positivity anywhere. I mean, I don't even get this at church, and church is supposed to be a positive place. But this, like, how we could just sit there and tell each other how we felt and affirm, oh, and how Kennedy affirmed me, Kristen, I think you're joyful. And it, like, really, like, a lot of, like, stuff like that can help people out because it's not like I don't get a lot. I don't even actually. I don't get that. I don't get that outside of my house, and inside of my house, I get it, but it's not like it is not often. So when you get something like that, or I affirm you, then that's like that's that's like oh my, that's like that touches you. That's why I'm sitting there. Okay, I'm trying not to cry, and then I have cried about a couple of times. Had to make sure nobody saw me crying because I don't like to be seen crying. So today's class was great, and I don't know who's watching this, either Miss Burton or Mr. Fleming, but I want to affirm the both of you because very few times do we acknowledge the role that people play in our life. So I want to acknowledge you and let you know I see what you're doing, and you also open a path for us to get here and get there. You make it possible for us to get to where we're going. Like, when I had first got into this program, I had got into an altercation, and I was trying to avoid the altercation in every way possible because I know this program comes first, and if I had to acknowledge this or had to gave this situation attention, then and in the end I will be in trouble, and I don't want to have that outlook because if I'm going to rock a Harvard sweater, then I can't act this way. So if I'm representing Harvard, I can't act like that. So I avoided it, just like I've been avoiding it, and then it turned into a physical altercation, and I tried to avoid that, but it actually it came out of nowhere. So when my mother told you the situation and you was just like lawyers and you kept on saying we can do this, we can do that, that was the most affirmation you can give me, because you didn't have to say it personally, Kristen, I affirm you for this, but when you did that, it just let me know, okay, like, you care. Because I don't even, like, we don't I don't even think my I don't even think we was gonna jump that fast to get to that, but she was just like, here's a lawyer, here's this. So I thank you for that. Like, I really thank you for that. And then today we also talked about these 200 words that we have to know and the definitions, and appreciate complexity, because honestly, I've probably, out of the 200 words that we have to know, I've probably only know like 50 at top, but I'm getting there. And we got a lot of plans, like we got a lot of plans set up for us to study dates and all of that, so it will get done. And also in class, we we talked about, can you do you believe in love at first sight? And I didn't make this point. Well, I made the point, but I don't think my point got out there because, it was a lot of commotion going on. So I want to make this point here because we're reflecting, but this is more of a, okay, well, this is more of like, it's not like a reflection, but this is like more of a but this is more of a reflection. This is not really necessarily a reflection, but I just want to make this point that I didn't get, that I wasn't able to make. How could, like, I don't believe in love at, like, the way, if we were speaking literally, love at first sight is just like romantic love at first sight. Now we searched up, like, I understand it. It's just like, it's unrealistic. Like, you can't go to anybody and say, did you love somebody? And you didn't even talk to them, you didn't encounter this person, you didn't have a conversation with this person, but how did you love them? How do you love somebody who you've never even talked to? You just saw them. Oh, I love it. And especially romantic love. So when you added romantic, it was just like, it was unrealistic. So romantic love at first sight is just unrealistic. So, like, I mean, you can love somebody at first sight, but you have to actually have a conversation. So we were being literal about it, because I know we would break it down for being literal. We would break it down for being literal, but it's just unrealistic. You won't find anybody who would tell you, oh, I love this person. I didn't talk to them. I just knew I loved them. But romantic love them. Like, it was romance between us before I even talked to you. Like, I just saw you and it was romance there. I was like, that's like totally unrealistic. So I just wanted to piggyback off of that. So we talked about morality, utilities, stuff like that. And it was just it wasn't necessarily like I said, it wasn't necessarily a class, because of the I'm gonna call it social emotional learning that we had fitted into the schedule. Well, we didn't fit it into the schedule because it kind of like messed up the whole schedule for class. We wasn't even supposed to have circle time, but it turns out that because we had it, it impacted a lot of us. We all went home with a positive vibe and a positive attitude. So that's all.